was working super hard on a makeup tutorial show. She was teaching smoky eyes to folks out there who really wanted to know when some freaky deaky science stuff only understood by nerds zapped her into old radio shows, the kind you might never have heard. Now she should probably be trying to get out, but Madison, she's having fun, living an old-time radio life. Our explanation is done.
Madison is on the air.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
The Shadow, mysterious character who aids the forces of law and order, is in reality Lamont Cranston, wealthy young man about town.
The 30s were so different. People could actually believe wealthy guys were secretly fighting crime. Now we know they're just secretly destroying our democracy.
Lamont Cranston, who, years ago in the Orient, learned the hypnotic power to cloud men's minds so that they cannot see him. His friend, the lovely Margot Lane, is the only person who knows to whom the unseen voice of the Shadow belongs.
And me.
Who exactly are you?
Madison Standish, filling in this week for Margot Lane. Say, is she Lois Lane's sister or something? Cousin, maybe?
Not to my Why are you here?
Glitch in the Matrix or something. I don't know. I've just been rolling with it.
Oh, all right then.
I'm sorry, I interrupted. Go ahead, finish your announcer thing.
Yes. Today's story, The Cat That Killed.
The Cat That Killed? Seriously? That's the name of it? These old-timey shows are hilarious.
Our story opens at midnight. Lamont and Margot.
Madison.
You're definitely going to be here the entire episode?
That's usually how it plays out.
Wonderful. Lamont and Madison are walking near a waterfront warehouse in search of... Well, why don't you just listen?
So you're telling me we're looking for a tugboat captain with a wooden leg?
In order to win the scavenger hunt, yes.
A scavenger hunt as a party game for grown adults? Is prohibition still going on or something?
Why, scavenger hunts are all the rage. Aren't you having fun, Madison?
I've had more fun sitting through hours of online Zoom meetings. I mean, at least there's a chance of seeing someone's cat.
Haven't you ever played a game like this before?
I tried Pokemon Go for about a week, but after tripping up a flight of stairs, a near miss by a bus, and walking into the middle of one of those dancing water fountains, I quit.
Well, if we find the tugboat captain, we have a good chance of winning the game.
I don't think we're gonna find anybody down here. This place is dead with a major creep vibe.
The waterfront warehouse district is a sketchy part of town after dark, for sure. Especially with this thick fog.
This would be the point in the movie where the audience starts yelling, "Go back!" And I'd agree with them.
That voice! It came from up there on the roof of that warehouse. Stay here.
Hell no! I don't want my body found tomorrow morning by SVU.
Oh well, come on then. But hurry, Madison, hurry!
Not a problem. When I'm shook, I book. Dude, Lamont, how many more stairs?
It's 10 stories, but we're almost at the roof. One more flight.
Woo! Getting my steps in today. I think I'm gonna deserve some French fries after this.
Stop a moment. There's the door leading to the roof. Now, get behind me. No telling what's on the other side.
If we're lucky, it's a rooftop bar with a jacuzzi. What the hell was that?
Sounds like a cat.
It sounds like a really pissed off cat.
Quiet! I'm going to open this door.
What do you see?
It's pretty dark. The fog is clearing, though. The moon will be out in a second. For the time being, let's wait here.
That cat's either really hungry or in heat. Either way, I'd like to avoid it.
Here comes the moon. I can see the roof now, and...
What the actual F is that?
A cat! It's almost as big as I am.
I'd hate to see the hairball that cat coughs up.
Don't move, Madison. He may spring for us.
Open up your coat. Make yourself look big.
What?
That's what you're supposed to do to scare off mountain lions.
Look, he's backing away towards the edge of the roof.
It's working! Another victory for Patagonia!
Now we'll see what this is all about.
Don't follow it!
I've got to get a better look at it. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
You got a death wish? The thing's the size of a tiger! You're just gonna walk up to it? Who are you, Joe Exotic?
I don't think it will spring. It's still backing toward the edge of the roof. It has nowhere to go. It can't jump 10 stories.
Yeah, and once it gets to the edge and feels cornered, it will defend itself. Geez, don't you people have some kind of Nat Geo in the 30s?
There, it's at the edge of the roof.
I can't watch. Which is exactly what I said about the cat's movie.
Careful now. Steady.
Oh my God! You scared the cat and it jumped off the roof! I do not want to see what PETA is gonna do to you.
It leaped all right. 10 stories. But I don't think he's dead. I don't see anything down there.
It popped a Houdini.
Well, we better have a look at this body over here.
Don't tell me. It's a sewer rat the size of a Chevy Suburban.
Strike a match so we can see better.
How about I use the flashlight on my phone, Grandpa?
Oh, don't look, Madison.
Too late. Gonna vomit.
Pretty nasty stuff.
That is so not a rat.
It's a man, all right. It looks as if the claws of the cat just dug in and ripped his throat open. He's
practically decapitated.
This is unbelievably weird.
This isn't weird. This is American Horror Story on steroids.
A cat that kills? A cat the size of a tiger? A cat that can leap into space and fall 10 stories?
Are we done with this scavenger hunt now?
Well, you said you wanted a chance of seeing a cat.
I meant a cute kitty cat, not a Stephen King cat from hell cat.
Oh, Mr. Barton, if you would only calm down.
Calm down? How on earth do you expect me to calm down, Commissioner Weston, when these horrible things are happening in my warehouse? The death of that watchman last night is the 3rd murder in a month. You've got to do something, Commissioner. My business is being ruined. The men are all quitting. The warehouse is getting a bad name.
Mr. Barton, I told you we were doing everything we possibly can. There are some cases that just can't be broken overnight. The whole thing is fantastic. I've never heard anything like it.
Greetings, Commissioner Weston.
Oh, it's you, Cranston. Well, as long as you're here, come on in.
I thought I'd bring a little cheer into your life, so I dropped around and brought Madison with me.
Aw, that's sweet. In a sexist sort of way.
Hello, Madison. Nice to meet you.
Sup?
I can't visit with you right now, Cranston. I'm up to my eyes in one of the strangest cases to ever come my way.
Really?
Fantastic, Cranston. Unbelievable. Oh, by the way, this young chap is Barton.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Hey.
Barton owns a warehouse on Water Street.
A warehouse on Water Street? Dude, Lamont, isn't that where we... Ow!
Please, Madison.
3 murders have been committed on the roof of that warehouse this month.
3 in 1 month? Who are the victims?
All watchmen, Mr. Cranston. The bodies were all horribly mangled.
Yeah, we know. We saw the... Ow!
Are you all right, Madison?
Shin splints, apparently.
I'm telling you, Commissioner, this thing has got to end. You simply have got to do something, and you've got to do it fast.
Mr. Barton, please. My men have been investigating this case for weeks. There's absolutely nothing to go on. Nothing but those confounded claw marks we found on the neck of every victim.
How about sending a few officers along to guard the watchman?
Or maybe Carol Baskin.
We tried that, Cranston. Nothing happened while my men were there.
Oh, I see.
We didn't think it necessary to keep men on continuous duty. But as it turned out...
the very next night, another watchman was murdered. His throat completely... Well, there's no need to describe it.
Yeah, no need. Again, Lamont, sorry about puking on your shoes.
If we only had some idea as to how the murders are committed.
Have you taken adequate precautions, Commissioner?
Night and day, yes. We've surrounded that warehouse with men. We've guarded the entrance, every exit, and yet the murderer is still able to do his work without leaving a single clue, mind you. I'm beginning to believe in ghosts.
All I know is that I'm losing business. The warehouse is getting a bad reputation. Now I need a watchman, and I can't get one.
They all think it's too dangerous to take the job, I suppose.
Oh, please. Every time I did the night deposit at Applebee's, I ran the risk of having my throat cut. And that was just from the cooks.
I was just thinking, Mr. Barton, I might be able to help you out.
Oh, if you could, Mr. Cranston, that would be wonderful.
I have a friend, a rather old fellow, who would be all too glad to get the job, I think.
This somebody you don't particularly like?
If I send him to see you, will you try him?
Try him? I'll welcome him with open arms. Send him around to my office at the warehouse tonight, will ya?
I certainly will. Well, Madison, we best get along. We are interrupting the inspector's business. Goodbye, Mr. Barton.
I'm indebted to you, Mr. Cranston. Goodbye.
So long.
Later. Dude, why were you kicking me like that?
I'm sorry, Madison, but little girls should be seen and not heard. Ow!
You want to say that to me again?
I was only trying to keep you from revealing what we know. I've got the edge on Weston and the police. They know nothing about the monstrous cat that we saw last night. They don't know what to look for, but I do.
So you knowingly withheld vital information necessary for the police to do their job?
Well,
Vigilantes usually take the law into their own hands because they believe the legal agencies are inadequate. But how can Weston and the police do the best job possible when you are actively withholding information that may help them solve the case?
if you've got a problem with this, why don't you go on over to the Lone Ranger and help that Boy Scout?
Truth hurts, don't it, Shadow?
Then perhaps I won't share with you the rest of my plan.
Gotta say, a giant killer cat is worth sticking around for. Okay, what's the plan?
The old man I'm going to send around to Mr. Barton tonight for the watchman job will be me in disguise.
Okay.
And that's it. That's the plan.
Ow.
What? It's a good plan.
Why didn't you just volunteer to be the watchman yourself? Why the plan with the elaborate disguise?
Because I'm Lamont Cranston, wealthy young man about town. Why would I take a watchman job?
Why does the wealthy young man about town hang out at the police department?
Look, you're new. I get it. This is just how I do things, all right?
Wait, when are you gonna show me that clouding men's minds trick?
It's not a trick. I've got a murderer to catch. I don't have time to deal with this.
Do you have a Clouding Men's Minds for Dummies book? Or maybe a YouTube tutorial I could watch? Lamont?
It's chilly up here. I should have worn a coat. Psst. Who's there?
Psst.
Oh, the cat again, eh? Well, I've come prepared.
Jeez, Indiana Jones, cool it with the whip. Haha, cool whip. See what I did there?
Madison, what are you doing here?
I thought I was supposed to be helping you. Nice disguise, by the way. What did you do, hit Party City on the way over?
Why were you making the psst noise?
I was trying to quietly get your attention. Not my fault you startle easier than a cat with a cucumber.
This is no place for you, Madison. You need to get out of here. That cat may show up at any minute. I don't want you in the way when it does.
Well, I'm not leaving. If I can get a video of that cat, it would totes go viral. I might even get a kitty litter endorsement.
I don't know, Madison, but I'm almost sure it's not actually a cat.
Not a cat? Maybe a werecat? You know, in Thriller, Michael Jackson actually turns into a werecat, not a werewolf, as is the common misconception.
But it can't be a man. Maybe some form of a leopard. A black leopard, perhaps.
Black Panther? No, dude, he's a good guy. And he's Marvel. Shadow is DC, isn't it?
My point is, I just don't know. A man could never leap 10 stories into the yard below and live to tell about it.
But a cat could.
We'll soon find out. I intend to drive the cat into that corner over there with the whip. It's the one spot on the roof where he can't leap off. Then I'll... Listen, here he comes.
Oh man, I wish I'd brought my whip.
You have a whip?
Picked it up on Gunsmoke. Let's just leave it at that.
Now listen to me, Madison. When the cat reaches here, he'll do something to attract the attention of the watchman it believes to be somewhere in the building. That's how those other watchmen were lured up here to the roof. They heard something that attracted their...
I can see it! Damn, that's a big cat! He reminds me of that head guy from Thundercats. Is it wrong to be attracted to a cartoon cat?
Quiet. Just watch it.
It broke the skylight! Murder and vandalism? Shame on you, Lion-O.
That's to attract the watchmen inside the building. Look out now. I'm going to swing this bullwhip and try to frighten it into that corner. Whatever you do, Madison, don't leave this spot.
Congratulations! You just royally pissed him off.
I think this whip will soon subdue him.
I don't think so. He looks like he's gonna jump you.
Madison, run for it! Run for it!
Ah, nice kitty! Nice kitty, kitty!
Let go of me, you foul feline!
He's gonna leap off the roof!
Not if I can help it!
Shadow Dude, watch out!
Ah!
Oh, that's not good. I don't suppose the shadow can fly.
You say Cranston sent the man over as he promised.
He started work last night, but now he's nowhere to be found. There's not a trace of him anywhere. I tell you, Commissioner, I'm going out of my mind.
Yeah, you and me both. Frankly, Barton, I'm up a tree.
Oh, I'm not blaming you, Commissioner. I know you're doing everything you possibly can.
Maybe not everything he possibly can.
Who is that speaking, Commissioner?
I was going to say the shadow, but that voice sounds a bit, feminine?
Are you here to help us, Mr. Shadow?
Did you seriously just assign me gender?
To be fair, I can't see you.
You don't think a woman could cloud men's minds?
It's not that.
You think men's minds are all that complicated? It's mostly just beer and video games in there.
I had heard of the Shadow, but I never believed she really existed.
Believing in things you can't see that sound totally made up is called faith.
Shadow, did you come here for a reason?
Sorry, it's my first time, trying to get used to this invisibility thing. It was a bitch riding the bus over here, let me tell you. The driver nearly shut the door in my face, and 2 guys tried to sit on me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No biggie. Okay, let's get down to business. I'm getting a major migraine from this hypnotism stuff. Commissioner, I've come to help you break this warehouse case.
You mean my warehouse? Do you know who the murderer is?
The murderer, the thing that has been killing your watchmen, is a cat.
A cat?
I don't believe it.
Oh, but you believe in a disembodied voice talking to you?
She has a point.
It's no ordinary cat. This one is as big as me.
Again, can't see you.
I'm really hitting the downsides of this invisibility thing.
But a cat?
I know, right? And it's able to leap off the warehouse to escape.
Well, that's impossible. That warehouse is 10 stories high.
No lie, I saw it with my own eyes. I'm thinking we need to seal off the whole block so the cat can't escape. Commissioner, I need every available officer stationed down there. I want SWAT, National Guard. It should look like the end of Ghostbusters meets the end of Blues Brothers times 20.
Is there anything I can do, Shadow?
You're gonna wait on the roof for the cat to show up.
Me?
Yeah, to lure the cat. It's your warehouse. This whole thing clearly has to do with you. Oh, and Commissioner, I'm gonna need some spotlights. We're gonna light that roof up like a Super Bowl halftime show.
Whatever you say, Shadow.
I can't help but think I've heard your voice somewhere before, Shadow.
Gotta go. Ooh, mysterious, unseen voice. Waiting. Ow! Son of a...
Maybe I should just sell the warehouse. What a cold, dark night this is.
Hey, Barton.
Ah!
Sorry, forgot you can't see me. But you should have seen your face. I'm so gonna use this trick at parties when I get back.
This is very nerve-wracking. I'm beginning to wish my father had left this blasted warehouse business to his partner instead of me.
Wait, pause the game. A partner?
My father had a partner, a fellow named Blanchard. Blanchard was a crook, so my father finally bought him out. Then when Dad died, Blanchard came to me with some crazy story about how the warehouse business rightfully belongs to him.
Your employees are getting murdered, causing your business to go on permanent lockdown, and you're casually like, oh yeah, I totes have a pissed off ex-partner. Didn't I mention it?
The cat, it's here!
Just stay calm, okay?
Look at the size of it! It's a monster!
Dude, seriously, chill.
No, I'm not going to let it do to me what it did to the others.
Come on! I'm invisible here! How do you know you're not shooting at me?
The thing sees me! It's coming for me! Look at those eyes!
What did I just say about that gun?
Ow! My wrist! Something has my wrist!
That's me, you douche nozzle! Now chill the hell out! I'm gonna deal with this. All right, you can drop the act, Eartha Kid. You're not a cat, You're a dude.
Look, Shadow. It's backing towards the edge of the roof.
What are you gonna do, huh? You gonna jump?
There he goes.
Lights! Turn on the spotlights!
They're lighting up everything plain as day.
I know, cool, right? I got the idea from the LA police choppers. When one of those babies hits you with the brights, it's like God himself reaching down and touching the roof of your Honda Civic.
Look at it. It's swinging back and forth.
Okay, who's on follow spot? Come on, stay with him! Ugh, amateurs.
How is he doing that?
He's on a trapeze, dude. It's totes Cirque du Soleil. There's a wire strung between this warehouse and the next one.
He's pulling himself across to that window. He'll get away. They'll never get to him in time.
Maybe the cops can't, but my 8 years of cheerleading and a childhood full of gymnastics say otherwise.
You don't mean you're going to leap for that trapeze? It's suicide.
I don't even know if I could die in these old-timey shows, so YOLO!
Oh, you're back.
Something went wrong. Those bungling fools tried to trap me. I was too smart for them. By the time they get here, I'll be gone.
What are you going to do with that knife?
You don't think I'm going to leave you here alive so you can give me away to the police, do you? I should have killed you when I brought you here last night.
Then why didn't you?
Because you're the lead in the series.
What? Who's there? I can't see anyone.
I'm the Shadow.
Damn it, I knew I should have locked my study.
The Shadow?
And you're gonna drop that knife.
My wrist! Something is crushing my wrist.
Come on, drop it! Drop it! Drop it!
He's not dropping it.
Well, just because I cloud men's minds doesn't mean I have superhuman strength!
Would you like some help?
You're tied up!
Oh, I've had these ropes loosened for hours.
Hey, how'd you do that? Oh!
I may be a millionaire, but I still have a few tricks up my sleeve, like this pocket knife.
If you could escape on your own all along, why didn't you?
Well, Shadow, I wanted to get the final proof necessary to catch the cat. Your searchlights are just what I needed.
They're cool, right? I got the idea from...
So what? What do those searchlights prove?
Hey, I was telling a story.
Your true identity, Blanchard.
What?
I know all about you. 20 years ago, you were a pretty famous trapeze artist in the circus. You had an act in which you dressed as a cat and did dangerous dives from a trapeze. Later, you became Barton's partner in the warehouse business.
Wait, you knew about the partner thing? I just found out about the partner thing.
That business belonged to me. Barton cheated me.
And you took this method of forcing Barton's son to sell out to you cheaply. Well, the game is up.
That's what you think. But you haven't got me yet.
The building is surrounded by cops. Just, FYI.
There's still the trapeze. I can still get away. You can't stop me.
Wait, hang on, don't...
Later, suckers.
I kinda broke the trapeze when I used it to get over here.
A madman like that got what was coming to him. I bet he wishes he actually had 9 lives.
Ew, he did not land on his feet. So you're saying you allowed yourself to be captured?
We're alone. You can stop clouding my mind.
Whew, thank God. That hypnotism is rough on the brain cells. I feel like it's the morning after I mixed Boone's Farm with tequila.
It did take me years to perfect the technique.
So why didn't you use it when you were captured by that cat guy?
He'd already seen my face. He would know I was the Shadow.
And you got captured on purpose because...
I suspected that he must have some means of crossing to the other building. By being in his hideout, I was able to see exactly how he worked to set up with the trapeze. Then your searchlight stunt brought it all together.
That's cool. I'm glad it all worked out.
What's the matter?
Well, being a Shadow for a day, now I know what evil lurks in the hearts of men. And honestly, I already had a pretty low opinion of people.
The weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Crime does not pay. The Shadow knows.
Cut that out. That's creepy. The Shadow first appeared in 1930 as a mysterious narrator on the radio program The Detective Story Hour to boost sales of the monthly pulp publication Detective Story Magazine. The character was such a hit that less than a year later, the Shadow magazine premiered. By 1937, Lamont Cranston's Shadow had his own radio drama with his famous tagline and maniacal laugh. And although DC does claim the Shadow is part of its catalog, they are only a small part in the long legacy since the character's original inception. Before the announcer dude reads the credits, I want to thank you guys so much for listening. I really appreciate it if you left a review. And hey, tell me which are your favorite old-time radio shows, and I'll use your suggestions for future episodes. Madison on the Air is listener-supported. For just $3, you can buy me a mocha latte through Ko-fi.com. That's ko-fi.com/MOTA. And for more information about the show and the cast, visit our website at madisonontheair.com. Thanks!
Madison on the Air was written and produced by CHRISI, TALYN, SAJE. Music composition and audio engineering by Jeremy Sage. The role of Madison Standish was played by CHRISI, TALYN, SAJE. Aaron Stall appeared as the Shadow. Other actors in the cast were Tom O'Connor as Commissioner Weston, Steve Junn as Barton, and Jeremy Sage as Blanchard. I have been your announcer, Henry Graham Murray.